Hey guys, what's up? It's TheThirdKnight here. I hope you're all doing really well. Basically, I'm going to start this video by apologizing for the lack of videos. 3 days without a video, I do not like that, and I'm sure you don't like that, and I like to have a video out every day if I can. That's my ultimate goal, and maybe even more than one a day. That would be kind of cool, but it just depends how much stuff I've got on, and basically I was away at the beach for 2 days. That's basically all I can say without sort of giving away exactly where I was, so it was a lot of fun and it was good, except I had internet connection, but it wasn't good enough. It was like ADSL 1, so I couldn't actually upload videos. If I opened another tab while playing RS07, my internet would just like crash, which is just a good indication of how sort of crummy it was. But it was still good because I didn't lose as much progress as I initially thought I might, considering I might not have had internet, which was really nice. Anyway, moving on from that. I'm going to be hanging in the friends chat. Did I say this next video, or the last video? I'm going to say it again, just so that it gets the point across. I'm going to be hanging out in my friends chat a lot more now. Every time I'm online, I'll be going in there and hanging out. It was getting a bit awkward, you know, sometimes it'd just be me and there'd be one other person, but recently there's been like a fair few people in there, which is good. And it's really nice. You get a bit of, conversation going. And if you've got questions about stuff, just feel free to ask them. I usually get asked a lot of questions about how do you make money. So I'm just going to say a few tips now. Basically, firstly, you're going to want skills if you want to make the most money, or you're going to want to do a lot of merchanting. Those are basically the two main ways you can make money in the game at the moment. If you merchant, I'm sure you can make a lot of money. I'm not a great merchanter at the moment. Well, I mean, I haven't ever really sort of gotten into merchanting as much because I don't know why. I just haven't. Okay, that's the way it's gone so far. I might do that later on when I've got more money, because I believe it's easier to merchant stuff when you got more money. It sort of works like that. But basically, you're gonna want skills. So start off doing quests. Get lots of the easy quests done. Get waterfall quests. Get waterfall quests done. Get your combat stats up. Get your combat level up, and maybe do witch's house as well. That'll give you some constitution XP. There's a bunch of quests that are good, and they'll just get your initial skills up. So do a lot of quests. I'll put some in the description of this video. And yeah, that's really good. You want to get your base skills up, and especially get magic up if you can. That costs a bit of money, but yeah, it's something that you're going to want to get up because it's going to allow you to teleport everywhere, and that'll be really useful, as well as getting stuff like dueling rings and games necklaces and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, actually making the money, there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can do it to start off with if you've just completely started a new account and you're not sure what to do. Go to pickpocket men to your level 5 thieving in Lumbridge. Go to Ardoin by running all the way through Draenor Village to Port Sarim. Take the boat from Port Sarim to Karamja or Musa Point, and then run from there to Brimhaven. Take a boat from Brimhaven to Ardoin. It'll cost you a total of 60 GP. Then steal from the baker's stall in the Ardi Market, and then once you've got 20 thieving, steal silk from the silk stall in Ardi, and you can sell that to other players for 1400 GP minimum and inventory, or you can hold on to them all and sell them unnoted to the silk merchant for 60 GP each, which is also fairly good. So that's some nice money. That's around 20 to 30k an hour if you can do it fairly quickly, and you get down you get your techniques down pat. So that's kind of cool. And then of course you've got stuff like cow hides. You can kill cows, sell the cow hides for 100 GP each. You know, there's a spot in Lumbridge which is really good for that. I hear there's also some spots in Falador and stuff, which is really good. And you know, you can also pick flax, turn that into bowstrings, or just sell the flax. It just depends what you want to do, really. I mean, there's so many things. You can cut maple trees. Pretty much anything where you're gathering a raw resource is going to be good money. I mean, there's going to be people that want that stuff, as long as it's like a moderately useful resource. Like, I mean, initially maybe tin and copper might have been okay, but that sort of thing is a bit worse now. You know, you're going to want to get like, say, iron or coal. You know, people buy those resources off you, or, you know, maples, willows, people buy that sort of thing off you. So just any raw resources is really good. I personally have been making most of my money from maze random events. Those 2 maze random events was quite a big amount of money. Green dragons, I had a green dragon slayer task, and yeah, just other slayer in general. So pretty much it's just been slayer and random events, and the random events have been, you know, obviously random. So it's did I really just say that? Anyway, it's not been like solid income from random events. It's mostly just been from slayer, because, you know, I did 1 green dragons task. I killed about 60 green dragons. I ended up getting a total of about 70 dragon bones, 70 green dragon hides, and I managed to sell all of that stuff for a fair bit. It was like 200k or so, and yeah, that's good money. So definitely go ahead and do that. But once again, that brings me back to what I was saying before. You're gonna have to have done quests if you want to go kill green dragons like as fast as possible and as efficiently as possible, because that is the fastest way of training your stats. Most people don't realize, but if you try to train a skill from level 1 up, it is actually incredibly slow initially. Like, you're level 1, it's the slowest it's gonna be. Like, if you try going mining straight away from level 1 mining, it's going to be very slow. I mean, rune essence is actually fairly good from level 1 mining, to be fair. But there are a lot of quests that will help your mining and other skills like that. So, you know, for example, dig site, that's another good quest. You can do that. That'll get you a bunch of mining XP. I did that, and that was really, really good. But yeah, once again, I'll just link all these things. Sorry, I won't link them. I'll put them in the description so that you can have a bit of a read if you're wondering what you should do. But yeah, so that's sort of the main thing I get asked. Also, if you guys want to have a question and answers type video some stage, I had someone ask that in the friends chat. Just, you know, say like, you know, type a comment and say like you're interested or something, or just like write a question or something in the comments. And I might make like a question and answer video eventually. Obviously nothing too personal, like where do you live? I might not be able to answer that for, you know, some reasons, but, you know, other than that, you know, I don't know, what recording software do you use? I use Camtasia, I use Sony Vegas, I use XSplit. I use XSplit for live streams, I use Camtasia to record pre-recorded stuff, and I use Sony Vegas to edit it all. And yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So stuff like that should be pretty cool. Should be able to make a question and answers video on that if you guys are really interested. So yeah, that could be cool. But a few things, I've written some things down to talk about in this video, and this is probably the strangest thing, but I think last week when I was no-lifing Slayer, or maybe it was a week before that when I was no-lifing Slayer the most, like a few nights in a row, I would go to sleep. This is just to like show how much like no-lifing can actually have an effect on you. I was going to sleep, and the past few nights I woke up and I thought that I'd fallen asleep without like while I was slaying, and that my character had died and I had lost all my stuff. Like, I just woke up and I like thought that for some like retarded reason. It's so weird. Don't ask me why. I mean, I guess it's from no-lifing and just like being hugely addicted to 2007 RS, at least in the first like few weeks of release. I've played a lot less now than I was before, but I want to keep playing obviously, because I don't like it how so many other people are like no-lifing the crap out of it, because I want to like, you know, be one of the first people to get a whip. I wanted to be. I'm now like rank 700 Slayer, which is still okay, but I really wanted to stay in like the top 100, but you know, real life stuff's got in the way and stuff like that. But it's it's just like so annoying, because I obviously like, you know, whips are going to be worth less by the time I get them, for example. But I mean, I got to go at my own pace as well. People can like go off ahead and like rush all that sort of stuff as much as they want. That's really good. Obviously that would be like the funnest thing to do, but I just like can't do it because I've got other stuff which I have to do, like uni and stuff. But you know, I'll still be getting up there like fairly quickly. I just won't be like rushing it super huge amounts. Well, but yeah, at least that way you guys can follow my progress a bit more as well, and you know, I can make more videos, because if I'm doing all that sort of thing, then I can't make as many videos because it takes a fair bit of time. On screen now, you might actually see me getting 99 rune crafting. It's like, whoa, 99 rune craft already. Well, this is not in the 07 servers. This is in the Evolution of Combat server. I was about 3k XP off 99 rune crafting in the Evolution of Combat server, probably for a few weeks, like ever since I was about to get it, and then the 07 servers came out, so I've been playing that. So I got 99 rune crafting with my friend Promise there, who also got 120 dungeoneering at the same time. So I decided I'd throw that in there just because, like, you might not like Evolution of Combat or whatever, but that was still a pretty cool achievement, regardless of what you like or whatever. So, you know, 120 dungeoneering is also a great achievement. So, you know, huge congratulations to Promise. Clap, 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 clap. That's really cool. Dungeoneering is definitely one of those cool skills in the Evolution of Combat still, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway, moving on from that, you know, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, this is something that's sort of interesting. If you've got herbs and you're interested in getting rid of those and also getting potions for those herbs, so trading the herbs directly for the potion instead of having to get the herblore level and like the secondaries and the vial of water. Vials of water actually, vials of water are actually around like 130 GP each last time I checked. That was like a few days ago. It might be more, it might be less, but you know, those things are fairly expensive, which is pretty funny. That's another money making method. You can go to Ardoin General Store and you can buy, you can hot weld and keep buying the vials of water and then quickly bank them, and that's actually like fairly good money as well. That's probably actually better than the silking now, because if those vials of water are still, you know, above 100 GP each, that's really good. But something that I needed to say this video is, if anybody wants their Ranarr herbs turned into prayer potions, add and private message Hollowfiedxx. I'll put his name in the description, and when he's online, he'll trade you 3 dose prayer potions for each Ranarr you trade him. He's a friend of a friend, so it's, you know, and he's like trying to get his herblore up, so it's really kind of him to, you know, do that. So I decided I'd like mention that in this video. Basically, you just trade him a Ranarr herb, and he'll give you a prayer potion 3 back, because yeah, obviously he's trying to train up his herblore and is getting, you know, secondaries and vials of water and stuff. So that's really cool. It's really kind of him, because he does provide the secondary and the vial of water, which is usually a pain to get, or like pretty expensive. So that's really cool. You know, definitely give that a shot if you want to, you know, use up your Ranarrs. Keep in mind, he might actually have a different like time zone to you, so because I think he's from Australia. So don't give up if he's not online immediately. Just, you know, keep him added and stuff if you're ever interested in an awesome deal. He's been doing that with my Ranarrs, and he's probably going to be moving on to like some supersets and stuff later on when he levels up his herblore more. So it's really cool. He will also ID your your herbs. So if you want to, you know, find out whether you actually have Ranarrs, you don't have a high enough herblore level to tell whether you've got Ranarrs, then you can just trade him one and he'll identify it and then trade it back. And then that'll give you a good indication of how many Ranarrs you've got and whether you can actually get some free prayer potions off him for those Ranarrs. So if you're interested in any of that, add Hollowfiedxx. Once again, I'll put his name in the description. And yeah, it's pretty cool. He literally just trades you the prayer potion if you've got a Ranarr, which is kind of cool. And he just, it's just like you're giving him XP, so he's going to give you the prayer potion. Obviously, it helps if you have your own snake grass and a vial of water, like he said that, but if you don't worry, he'll still do it. So if you want a really awesome deal, definitely add him and do that. I got a fair few prayer potions off him. It's actually kind of interesting. Another thing I wanted to talk about is prayer flashing. I've been doing prayer flashing so much ever since I got 43 prayer, and I did like it's so useful. If you get the technique right, it is really useful, and it takes it might take you, you know, like, I don't know, like 50 kills of like some slayer task before you actually start, you know, getting used to it more and more. But the more you do it, the more you get used to prayer flashing. Also got the rune defender just before on screen. That was absolutely awesome. That's so useful. But yeah, prayer flashing is really useful. You know, I had a task of, it was like 130 blood bells. I used about 20 prayer points, and that, if you compare that to how many like prayer potions you would have used or how much food you would have had to have used, that is like a huge saving, in prayer flashing. Definitely worth it. So I've been doing that a lot, especially because now I have 47 defense. But yeah, so that's really cool. Also, with what I was talking about before about trading Hollowfied your Ranarrs for prayer potions, I'll type all that stuff up and put it in the description so that it makes it a bit more clear, because I was I probably didn't explain that as well as possible. So check out the description if you wanted to hear about that. Anyway, that's it for this episode 7 of my old school RuneScape progress video series. I've got a lot more things to actually talk about, but there's not enough footage for me to keep talking, and you know, I wouldn't want to just put blank footage in there. I will save it for next episode, I guess, or maybe a video soon enough. But yeah, 76 combat, total level of 878, 90 quest points, and a high skill of 68 strength. I haven't actually finished the Fremnik Trials quest yet, so I'm going to get back onto that, finish that, and finish a few more quests. You know, I want to get my Columrance's gloves 10, or the Barrow's gloves, as you may know them. So I've got a lot of questing to go, and I've also got a lot of slaying to do. I've got so much stuff to do. Anyway, I'll see you next video. Thanks very much for watching, and have a good day.